Okay, I don't know if somebody's watching. I'm so sorry for the confusion, but I've been struggling for the last hour or so getting things right, and uh, somehow it doesn't work where I am. But I have the impression that it's working now, at least somewhat, on the internet. So I'll try and start whatever I started to do. This is just for working on the audio at a later time span. I'm recording it here separately as well. Let's just hope that everything works out fine. And my apologies for the time that I've been working on this. I have a list. Let me do it this way. And I'll try to do it because it's getting late here now too. So I'll try to do it a little bit faster than I assume to be doing. First of all, I'm just to do it yourself. So be careful with what you see and don't do anything that you don't know is the correct way. About the conversion, I just started more or less. I've done a lot of prep work. A few weeks ago I put the first little USB connector in the front. Right now I'll start doing with the rear sensor. The rear well, I'll show you in a little while. The problem with the rear sensor is that it has to be placed behind the plastic cover of the bumper, but the bumper contains two red lights, more or less, one on both ends, which more or less shortens the length of the parking sensor, the audible signal. That's not too big of a deal for me anyway. It was just the whole thing is just a thing to test out how the whole work with the video and so on was anyway. Because I have the rear backup camera as well, which I love to use as a whole. This is just an extra audible signal that if something is in front of the car when I'm backing up, that you, besides seeing it on the mirror, there's an audio signal as well. Let's hope that that works. About that package, let me see. Yeah, it contains. I'll just adjust the camera a little bit. It contains about there's a what is it called? A sensor strip that you just stick on the bumper, on the inside of the bumper, and then there's a module to which it's connected, and that goes one way to the sensor strip and the other way to the audio signal, and the third way, of course. We have to know where the rear backup signal is coming from. That's from the trailer wiring harness that I'll show you a little bit later. Fairly simple, and hopefully I'm able to get it to work better than the YouTube thing. I'll show you a few things. Seems a lot, but it's reasonably in the camera's view. What I have is some cable ties, some wire wrap. I need, of course, some heat shrink probably. Got a what is it? A heater. What is it? Heat gun. Sorry. And then. Some connection just to unscrew some screws, and the bumper is I need a torque, a T20. This is T25 adapter. Got some wiring that I may need. I made an extension wire in advance just to be prepared. Got at least one eyelet to connect one of the wires to. you have just some utensils, some wire stripper, just the basic things. Oh yeah, and a torque wrench that's needed for that eyelet where it's connected to the ground. Oh yeah, and some cleaning fluid. Got some alcohol swabs that I may use depending on how dirty the bumper is on itself. Let me go down my list. Oh yeah, the materials. I'll show you, what I'll do is I'll show you the bumper. I have to reposition the camera. Let me see whether that works. I think that's fairly well. Yeah, I think so. Here you can see the one of the lights on the left hand side. So the strip has to go between the two lights, between this one and the other one on the right hand side. Normally I would have liked to extend it to the corner, but that's the only place where it can go, because shouldn't be any metal in there. The other requirement is that the height from the street to where it's located should be about 20 inches, and this is more or less that height, so that's fairly well as well. Yeah, then I'll leave this here, and then I'll just start. What I'll do is, as I showed you a few minutes ago, I got a Torx connector, whatever, that I have to use to get the top part of the bumper off of there, and I'll show that to you. Let me see. I'll have to lower my camera a bit. I think that should be okay. Let's see. Yeah, this would work. Then got some other cameras that I'll be using too. Well, this is quite simple. If you have any questions and it works, I'll have a look at the chat room. You can always ask me a question if you have one. Yeah, that works. A couple, I don't know how many, but probably about 6 or so, 7, to loosen up. Out here, yeah. Let me see. Before totally disconnecting those screws, let me see if I can. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, that's more or less in view. Oh, I'll put this one in view. That's probably better. Yeah, you should be able to see it here. Let me see. At the bottom of the bumper, you have these little plastic. Now, you have these plastic connectors, and you should be able to pull these out first, and here you can see here you can really see how these are. I'll post some pictures, some close-up pictures of it, so you know how they look like. And there should be, there's another one down there. I hope you can see that. Oh, but this is another one. There's another type. So I hope I'm not ruining it. I had the impression they were all the same, but this one is different. That's just a push in, but it survived, so it's okay. I'll put this out here again. Okay. Right. Okay. Took a little bit more effort. Okay. Don't know why they don't use the same plugs for that, but I think I have all of them loose at the bottom. So and that one. Okay, let me just use this one. Okay, there we go, hopefully. Oh, there's another one here. Okay. Oh, and there's one here at the bottom too. Okay. Yeah, then it's very easy to remove. It doesn't really contain much. Oh, and these were no lights. These are just reflectors. Yeah, that's correct. It's a reflector. It's not a light. So you can. I'll get up first. Put it back here first. This is the location where that strip has to go, so that's all open, so that's not a big deal. And then I'll just stop down here until the reflector on the other side, and that should do it. Okay. Yeah, I can still have a look at the remainder. It's just just good to know, just a simple metal bumper, but it is solid. It's really solid, so that should work for its purpose. What I'll have to do now, I don't know how. I think I probably just do it this way. Well, I'll do two things. I'll clean the inside here. Just make sure that it adheres the way it should be. Okie doke. And since I do have them at hand, don't think that's really necessary, but got some alcohol swabs. Let's see whether that makes any difference. Okay, one is even sufficient. Yeah, the alcohol dries fast. Let me see. I have the that strip here. I'll open it up, by the way. And a pair of scissors, of course. But you can see it's that's the metal part of it. It has a connection, spade connector, and I have to roll that out and just stick that on the inside of the bumper. Let me see. I'll have to start. Yeah, I'll have to do that this way. You can partially see it, but I'll put it right in the middle. I don't know whether you can. No. Let me see. Okay. Okay. That's a strip. And that should be the easy part. What I did, I put it down here, so hey, yeah, you'll be seeing it now too. what I made in advance is just a spade connector, more or less, one female and a male, and that is just to lead it just behind the bumper, so there's a disconnect point. So if in the future I want to take off the bumper itself again, or at least the bumper cover, then I just can simply disconnect it here, and then nothing breaks or whatever may happen. So what I have to do is connect that to the spade connector, and I already think I lost. Oh, didn't lose it. An eyelet. What I'm thinking of is probably make this permanent. Let me see what I can. Then I'll use a piece of heat shrink to connect it permanently here. Yeah, let's do it that way. Let's cut it into. Okay, this can be fitted permanently anyway. Just this way. Okay, that's fine. That covers it all. That's nice. Then I need my heat gun. Okay, let's see where I can tap into it here. I can't tap. Let me see. Got the wrong connectors. That doesn't work that way. That's not nice. Let me hopefully that's not the way to do it, but okay. That's all I needed. I'll get this out of here. Okay. Okay, that's a good connection. So be careful that it doesn't separate from the. I'll do this. A bit of cable tie. Let me see. One of these. Yeah, you can see it, hopefully. This is part of that reflector, so I'll connect it to that. Come on. Well, this one moves. I'll keep it with one. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. This is connected, so what I'll do is I'll put that back here. We'll revisit that in a few minutes. Okay, that works. I'll put these back temporarily. So first of all, I won't lose the screws. And if I need to adjust it, then I can. Okay, these are all in. I'll do it this way. Let me see. Let's see. That's there, okay. So then I have to look at my list. Okay. Now I have to work with that. Let me see here. Yeah, I have to start with the whole unit because that's all attached to each other. You can see this is the part that comes. Oh. This is that module and that's connected to that strip on the bumper that I just installed. And then from that module, I have to put that within the chassis. I'll show you that. And then from that module, the two parts, the white and black lead is towards the speaker, little speaker, and the red and black, that's the power. So power and ground. So the first thing what I'll do is get that module installed. Just can stick it on there. So I need at least, I'll get these alcohol swabs. That's probably more than sufficient. Let me see what I have. Hoi, hoi. As you probably can see, I put some wheel blocks under my wheels just in case. Wasn't necessary in this case, but just did it anyway. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. I think it's visible. So yeah. Let me see what I can do. This is the wire that I got out of the bumper here that I just installed. I'm going to leave that along the back of the bumper. I don't know exactly how yet, but this is the rear cross member, and what I found is let me see. Now the rear wiring harness, the trailer wiring harness that's coming here, and it has to be connected towards this line and go backward. What I'll do is this one is separated. Yeah, this is probably better. But now what I'll do is I have an entry point here. I hope that works. I have an entry point here. I can lead in the wire. Yeah. Okay. So what is the best way to there's one in here too. What I'll do is I'll open it up. Here an opening as well. So I'll lead it from behind the bumper down here. So let me see. 1 second. Hi. I'm so sorry. Hopefully you can see it all. Okay. What I'll first do let me see whether that's already sufficient. No. Okay. Okay. Just made a little hole in that rubber cover. Oh, let's put it through there first. Okay. There it goes. Okay. That should work. Then I have inside here enough space. I'll clean it first, just to stick that module on there. use a little bit of an alcohol swab. Okay. Let me see. I hope. Yeah, I think that's okay. Tape off, and let's keep that connector at the bottom. Oh, that's good tape. 6 on there. It won't move anymore. That's fine. Then I can hopefully try and put that rubber grommet back in there. It's a little bit difficult, but came out there, so it should be able to put it back too. I think it's all the way back. That's nice. Yeah, that's fine. My glass is back. Okay, how do we do that? This way. Yeah, that's the way we do it. What I'll do is I'll get some wrap. Oh, I have to get that back. That wire wrap. Okay. Got some wire wrap. And I'll use that yeah, I'll probably connect it first. There's a nice rubber cover on it, so that protects it a little bit. Oh, what I found out now is that I got the wrong spade connector on it. It's good if you do things in advance. You have the time to do it correctly, but I didn't. So I have to do that at a later time. It's going to be a problem too because it's getting dark now. So I'll leave that for the moment there. I can always finish that at a later time. Now we've got that connector here, and now I have to connect these wires. And then let me see. Oh yeah, I have to lead them through that beam to the opposite side of the trailer hitch, from where I can lead it to that trailer wire harness. So let me see. Maybe. 1 second. And try and show you. Hope that works. On that same beam there's this, I thought it was a grommet, but it's more stiff. Let me see. No, I have to get it off because I can't do it. The opening is not. Oh, well, maybe. Okay, there it goes. I'll leave it that way. It's sticking a little bit. I think they use some glue or something else, but it's there. What I should do then, I have to open that up again as well. Now. I have to put that connected through there. Maybe sideways. Okay. And now I have to see if I can guide it down here. Okay, I got it. So if you can see it this way, now I got that connector here, and that connector should be able to put that in that module. Just have a look at how it has to fit. But if I can finish it this way, then that module is completely protected against the elements. I just don't know how. Okay. Now I think. Where it's. Yeah. It's stuck in there. Okay. Took me a little while. Now it's in there. Now. See what I can make it. I think that works, so I can show you later how that fits. So what I can do is close this hole. I don't need to be there anymore. What I can do is now just pull this down here. Let me see. Yeah. And, oh, excuse me. I hope you can see. Got this grommet here. Oh, now I know why they glued it in. That grommet doesn't fit anymore. So I'll have to put a little bit of glue in there to keep it in there. Otherwise it'll pop out, you can see. So I'll have to do that at a later time to do that next time. What you can see now is, if you look over here, I hope you can see it on the camera. This is the final part of the trailer harness wires, and I have to put that wire in there, and I have to follow that up to the wiring harness. What I of course also forgot is that I put both wires in here, but that's incorrect. I have to, let me see. Yeah, I have to get that back. I have to get that come out. 1 second. May be able to see me now. I'll put it on. Let me see. Out on here. This is a little bit better. So it's getting late now too, so I either have to start earlier. We'll find it out at a later time. I'll stop for the time being. I'll do it this way. I have to do a few extra things. I have to take that wire back out again just to make sure that it's connected the right way. And then I'll put it on the website as well as on the forums, when I'll probably continue with this in the next day or two or so, or on the weekend. We'll see what the best time is. Hopefully in the meantime I get this technological stuff found out as well. I think right now it's been working, not completely the way I should, but it's been working. So that's but I'll try to solve that in the meantime as well. And then I'll continue to put the wires, connect the wires to the wiring harness, and the other wire, the speaker wire, put that back into the van itself. I'll have a look, maybe if somebody did. I didn't look at that, but I should have looked at, let me see, at the chat room, if somebody still has been. Let me see. Oh. No, I don't think anybody has written on in the chat room. We'll see. I'll verify that tonight when I'm back behind my desk. That's easier. But I'll put it on the forums and probably do in the next couple of days or so, in probably Saturday or Sunday. I'll try and finish it up. Start hopefully maybe a little bit earlier. Let's say at 3 o'clock or so. And if everything works smoothly, then it should be finished by then. Keep in touch. You can always find me at my website, cargovanconversion.com. Thanks, bye-bye.